Markets with a gap and go here. Have we recovered from the war drama? We'll talk about that and a lot more. It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2026 here. Triple Q's leading the tape again. We continue to see that rotation into software. Even semis were green today. Q's up 1.64. Spiders up just under 1%. And we told you guys this morning in the live stream, again, if you're not paying attention to those, you're missing out. Absolutely crushing it here. We told you here, but on Carnivore Trades, we do these live streams every morning. And I told you to not chase the gap this morning. Said wait for a pullback to 680, and then you buy. And that's exactly what happened here. And we had a nice trend off of that level. By the way, trading room now, after closing out NQ today, as well as a gain on Microsoft, we're 41 out of our last 44 trades here. So you don't even need the sale to make money. You guys don't need to wait for the next sale. Just jump in here. I guarantee it'll pay itself off pretty quickly. But anyway, NQ here up again and leading the tape yet again. So nice little outside move up, closing above really the highs of the week right now. Now, with this said, I do think that we're probably going to retrace some of this move tomorrow. We are into, let me just use the E-mini. But you can see we're backing into this that trend line there. We're above it right now, but kind of coming into a supply zone right here. So you can see there's even a fib right up here. We're into the 618 now, and you know, just a lot of chop there. We've gone straight up into it. I would expect a lot of this to get retraced. Watch 68.50 on the downside for a first kind of support there. There's other levels below that too. But I do think this does get retraced a little bit as we get ready for non-farm payroll. But so far right now, market's held up pretty well. And, you know, we hit our right tail at 610 again. And I continue to watch the Qs leading here. So everybody keeps talking about how tech is getting hammered. It really isn't, though. It hasn't been recently anyway, compared to the rest of the market here. So it has gained a little bit on XLE. It has gained a little bit on IWM, particularly the last couple of days. And you know, not for nothing, but like, you know, I tweeted about this earlier. I mean, like, just saying, the expiration was going to crash the market. NVIDIA earnings was going to crash the market. World War III was going to crash the market. Korea was going to crash the market. The carry trade was going to crash the market. Private equity was going to crash the market. Now it's non-farm payroll is going to crash the market. I'm saying this because I've been a bear before. And I've moved the goalposts. Oh, it's just this. Oh, it's just the next thing. Oh, it's just the next thing. And every single time, it's never been the next thing, and it's always fizzled out. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's just what it feels like to me. And you've gotten every single bear headline that you could have possibly hoped for, and the market's going higher. And you got a very nice stuff yesterday. SPX. I mean, why didn't we break down? You know, like I've been telling you, the market's hedged. I'm telling you, the market's very well hedged. That's why this isn't happening. You know, the put call ratio has been at 0.95 or higher, like almost every day for the last 3 weeks. The market's well hedged here. So I think, you know, I think bears got to, you know, they're running out of time. Again, we've been saying that over and over. They're kind of running out of time here. So that's just where we're at. You know, if they break it down, then they'll, you know, then they break it down. But they still have not proven anything to me. You know, so, and again, we've seen the Nasdaq start to show leadership here. It's up way more than everything else here. So right now, tomorrow, you know, you'll get a dip here, I'm sure. Probably retrace some of this, maybe even test 6,800 on the SPX. But again, this is just a fantastic day traders market here, and it's absolutely. I don't even think I might not even trade the rest of the week here. I know I've said that like 3 times, but today very nice, another nice winner here on NQ, and yeah, it's above these pivots now too. So market in pretty good shape right now. We'll see if we back off here. You know, if they can't break us down for Friday, I don't know what it's going to take here. So you're going to start seeing real dealer buyback. VIX still holding on to that 20 handle, though. It's holding on. I'll give it that. VVIX here, that absolutely got hammered, lost the 110 handle. Yeah, we'll see here, 6,900 SPX, not that far off. You know, if we dip tomorrow and then non-farm payroll hedges come off, I mean, we could go up to 60. I mean, what if we see 6,950? Certainly possible. Bulls, really to end this, I think you got to clear this red bar, though. That was from a couple Thursdays ago. That's kind of the big level here, and you can see the Qs here that trend line around 615, that all important 615 handle, that may back us off tomorrow if we try to gap up too. IWM, again, beautiful little fake out there, and nice gap and go today as well. Diamond here, same thing, nice defense of the 100-day. SMH up 2% here, defending the 50-day. And of course, Cloud Software, 7 days in a row, closing higher than where it opened. So that may dip tomorrow, but I think that wants 89 or 90. Nice move there. Took gains on some Microsoft today as well, as I mentioned a minute ago. I think 420 and then 440 are kind of your bigger macro targets there. That'll probably dip tomorrow though too. And then we have the transports here, flat to positive. They held up pretty well, and they're right below all-time highs. TLT backed off inside day, no changes though. So no changes there. XHB flat to positive. That's hanging on. So it held that big breakout bar low yesterday, and it's holding the flat line today. If it can clear the 50, it's in better shape here. IYR continues to hold up. I think this may get ready to trend here soon too. Might take a little bit more weekly consolidation, right? So you have a lot of supply up here, and that weekly 20 MA, it's just starting to separate here from the moving averages, which is good, but I'd like to see a little bit more of that, and then I think it can really take off. XLF here, nice rebound here, up 42 cents above yesterday's high. Looks like it's going to close above there too. KRE, nice rebound as well. Broker dealers, inside day, but up. You had, Blackstone, Jeffrey, everything that. Oh, Jeffrey was flat, but Eris up 4%. So holding that double bottom. Blackstone here off the lows here too. Oil is interesting to me. So we did not make a new high today. It's still up 71 cents, but we did not make a new high. What I also think, I think short term, oil is probably a sell, and maybe even gas. But what I find interesting about oil here is we made a higher high today. That does show some buyer aggression here, that we made a higher high even after this big up move. So I think dips probably can be bought in that. So in energy, that is. And XLE here, I mean, yeah, it pulled back here, but still above the 20. Same thing with, the XOP is green today. In fact, it's rallying right now. Like even in the last, look at the last 40 minutes, it's gone up here. About to close at the highs of the day. So I still think dips can be bought in these. OIH a little bit weaker now. I wish it had opened up higher, but I mean, my macro target was 450. I got the 440 pre-market. So kind of no dice right now. It's still pretty strong, all things considered, but it has backed off since that news. We'll see if it bounces off the 20-day here. But yeah, I think you can still buy, dips in energy. I just don't think that there's a ton of near-term upside here. Dollar down 28 cents. That got a little overbought there short term. Gold had a nice little rebound here. Nothing crazy. And same on silver here. So I'm not really doing much with the PMs right now, but they caught a little bit of a bounce today. Copper here up as well. And I want to talk about Korea too. EWY here, that got a nice rebound here off the 236 of all places. But it's interesting, right? I'll flip over. So I got it right up. So this sells off, and then what asset class finally breaks out of the range? Oh, Bitcoin finally breaks out. I think Zero Hedge pointed this out too. I thought that was very profound. All it took was South Korea collapsing to get rotation into this stupid thing. But yeah, finally getting through here. And yeah, I mean, this should have legs to 80,000. Now that I say that, I'm sure it'll reverse tomorrow. In fact, I actually expect it to have an inside day tomorrow because a lot of people are probably going to chase this. But I still think it can have legs up to 80, 81, maybe 85 even. So, but yeah, nice little pop there. The rest of the alts, not the ETH finally getting above that. So it took all day. Yeah, it really took all day, didn't it? So anyway, Bitcoin, nice move. We'll give it that for now. We'll see what happens tomorrow here. Yeah, a little bit of a dip. We might go to 685 and 610 on the Qs. Yeah, they might do that by the end of the day. I think we'll retrace this tomorrow, to be honest. So anyway, we'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come find me on Carnivore Trades. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.